It's 9 p.m. You ate dinner an hour ago, and you're standing in front of the pantry again, hand in the cracker box, wondering what's wrong with you. If you manage work, family, and responsibilities all day, but lose complete control around food every single night after dinner, this isn't about you. Right now, millions of busy professionals and parents wake up with good intentions, eat lightly all day, and then binge at night. Crackers, ice cream, whatever's there. You've tried cutting out snacks, didn't work. You tried sugar detoxes and elimination diets, too rigid. You broke and binged harder. You tried calorie tracking apps. You were hungry, mentally exhausted, and still out of control at night. Here's what nobody told you. The reason you can't stop eating at night has nothing to do with willpower. It's called protein timing dysregulation. When you skip protein at breakfast or eat very little at lunch, your body never gets the signal that says we're fueled. By evening, it panics. Your body has a protein schedule. When you miss the earlier appointments, it demands an emergency meeting at night. Eating light all day feels disciplined, but it creates an energy debt. By evening, your body is in survival mode. After 8 to 12 hours of decisions, your brain's ability to resist drops dramatically. You're not weak, you're depleted, so every night the same cycle repeats. But when your hunger timing is fixed, the cravings fade. And next, I'm going to show you how to fix the right problem. Here's the thing nobody tells you about evening binge eating. It's not a willpower problem. It's a timing problem. Your body has a protein schedule, a biological clock that needs specific nutrients at specific times to send the I'm full signal to your brain. When you skip breakfast, eat light during the day, power through on coffee and a salad, or save calories for later, you're not being disciplined. You're creating protein timing dysregulation. Think of hunger hormones like a debt collector. Miss your morning and afternoon payments, and by 7 p.m., the debt comes due, with interest. That's not weakness, that's biology. Research shows eating under 20 grams of protein at breakfast and lunch can increase evening intake by 30 to 40%. The diet industry told you restriction equals discipline. But willpower is finite. After 8 to 12 hours of decisions and stress, your brain's ability to resist drops by over 60%. You've been trying to fight biology with force, and biology always wins. So, what's the solution? Stop fighting your body. Start working with it. The answer isn't eating less, it's eating strategically. When you front-load protein at breakfast and maintain it at lunch, your body releases satiety hormones. Hunger hormones stay low. Blood sugar stabilizes. By evening, cravings fade. Not because of willpower, because your body doesn't need to panic anymore. If you tried high protein before and it didn't work, here's why. You added it at dinner. That's too late. Protein timing isn't about how much. It's about when. This isn't expensive. Eggs, yogurt, tuna, beans, some of the cheapest foods available. And it isn't complicated. What you're doing now is complicated. You're not broken. The method was. And when you fix the method, everything else falls into place. But here's what I need to be honest with you about. I didn't invent anything here. I just connected the dots that were already there in the research. Decades of peer-reviewed studies on protein, satiety, and hunger timing, published, proven, and somehow ignored by the diet industry. For example, a 2019 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that when protein is eaten earlier in the day, hunger hormones like ghrelin drop, and evening cravings drop with them. Which means every time you failed before, it wasn't you. It was the method ignoring basic biology. Among people who completed the full 30 days of the system, 78% stopped their regular evening binges. The average reduction in nighttime overeating episodes was 87% in the first month alone. Not because of motivation, but because biology finally stopped fighting them. Your evening binges aren't a character flaw. They're a predictable biological response to a fixable problem, and the research proves it. So here's what I want you to think about for just a second. What would it feel like to finish dinner tonight and genuinely not care about going back to the kitchen? To spend your evening playing with your kids or relaxing with your partner, instead of arguing with cravings in your head? To wake up tomorrow morning feeling proud instead of defeated? That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when you fix protein timing dysregulation. Instead of fighting it with willpower, you don't have. That's why I created Stop Night Snacking in 30 days. It's a 30-day, done-for-you, high-protein meal plan designed to end evening binge snacking without decision fatigue, tracking, or willpower. Everything you've tried before demanded more willpower when you had none left. This does the opposite. It removes the need for willpower entirely. This isn't a restrictive diet. It's not calorie counting. And it's definitely not generic meal prep advice that ignores your real life. I built this system after watching hundreds of people fail with willpower-based approaches and realizing the real problem wasn't character or discipline. It was protein timing. Stop Night Snacking in 30 days fixes protein timing dysregulation, so your body naturally stops asking for food at night. 30-day satiety architecture gives you a complete daily blueprint. Every breakfast, lunch, dinner, and planned snack is already mapped out. Protein is front-loaded earlier in the day, creating a biological barrier against evening hunger. Week by week, evenings go from chaotic to calm. No more standing in front of the fridge asking, "What should I eat?" The thinking is done. You just execute. When a craving hits, you're not guessing. You have a specific action plan, snacks, scripts, and routines that work in minutes. This works on your best days and your worst days. Restaurants, travel, chaos included. You don't just feel progress. You see it. Momentum builds, belief builds, and you finish strong. Imagine walking past the pantry at 8 p.m. and genuinely not caring that there are cookies inside. You go to bed proud instead of defeated, and when you wake up, you do it again until it's not a streak anymore. It's just who you are. That's what Stop Night Snacking in 30 days gives you. Not another diet to survive, but a system that works with your biology. Now, you're probably wondering what an investment like this costs. A registered dietitian who specializes in binge eating charges $150 to $250 per session. You'd need at least 4 sessions just to see progress. That's $600 to $1,000. Custom meal planning runs $500 to $800 a month. Meal delivery programs? $300 to $500 every single month. And here's what really adds up. You're already spending $200 to $400 every month on impulse snacks and late-night food orders. That's $2,400 to $4,800 a year, just feeding the problem. I didn't create this for people who can afford expensive nutritionists. I created it for busy professionals and parents who need something that works without adding more stress. So I'm not charging $800. I'm not charging $500. The complete 30-day satiety code is just $97, 80 euros. And if that helps, you can split it into 2 payments of 49, 40 euros each. For $97, you get everything. Total value, $849. Your investment, $97. Enrollment is limited to 75 members. The price increases next opening, and the bonus is only for the first 25. That's 30 more nights of losing control. Or you can end this tonight, because I want to make absolutely sure you succeed, because I want to remove every possible barrier between you and finally ending this nightly battle. I'm including these powerful bonuses when you join today. You only get these if you act now. Bonus number 1, the Chaos Day Survival Kit. Look, I live in the real world. I know that no matter how good your intentions are, life explodes sometimes. The meeting runs late, your kid gets sick, your car breaks down, the day you planned goes completely sideways. And that's exactly when most meal plans fall apart. Not this one. This bonus gives you a one-page emergency protocol with 3 5-minute meal options that hit your protein targets using only pantry staples. A drive-through decision tree for 15 major fast food chains showing exactly what to order. And a minimum viable day checklist that keeps you on track even when you can only manage the absolute basics. When life gets messy, this bonus ensures the plan doesn't fall apart with it. You'll prove to yourself that consistency doesn't require perfection. Bonus number 2, the Craving Decoder Journal. Here's what nobody tells you about cravings. They're not random. Every single craving is trying to tell you something: stress, boredom, loneliness, exhaustion, anger. Your body is using food to solve a problem that food can't actually solve. This guided journal helps you distinguish between true physical hunger and emotional triggers. It includes a craving intensity scale with matched response strategies, what to do at level 3 versus level 8, and a collection of non-food comfort alternatives organized by the exact emotion you're trying to soothe. You'll stop fighting cravings with brute force and start understanding and redirecting them with precision. This is where evening control starts to feel natural instead of forced. Bonus number 3, the Family Integration Playbook. I've seen too many people succeed at stopping evening binges, only to feel isolated and weird at their own dinner table. Your family doesn't understand what you're doing. Your partner makes comments. Your kids complain about the food. And suddenly you're cooking 2 meals or eating alone in the kitchen. That ends now. This playbook shows you how to adapt every meal to accommodate picky kids and skeptical partners without cooking twice. It includes conversation scripts so you can explain what you're doing without sounding preachy or defensive, and a protein boost chart to upgrade family favorites they already love. You'll stop feeling like the weird one at your own table and start modeling healthy eating in a way that brings your family along naturally. Bonus number 4, the plant-powered protein matrix. If you don't eat meat, or you need dairy-free options, most high-protein plans leave you stranded. Not this one. This bonus gives you a complete swap system, showing plant protein equivalents for every animal protein in the plan, 20 plant-forward high-protein recipes, and a guide to combining incomplete proteins so you hit your targets without supplements. That's $328 in bonuses. Yours free when you join Stop Night Snacking in 30 days today. But only if you act now. These bonuses are designed to destroy the 4 biggest reasons people fail: chaotic schedules, emotional triggers, family resistance, and dietary restrictions. Without them, you're more likely to hit a roadblock and quit. With them, you have a solution for every obstacle before it even appears. But here's something you need to understand right now. This offer isn't going to sit here waiting for you forever. I'm only opening enrollment for 75 people this month. That's it. Why the limit? Because I refuse to compromise the quality of support. The Craving Decoder Journal is only available to the first 25 people who enroll. But the real cost of waiting isn't the bonus. Another month of waking up with guilt. At this point, you have 3 choices. Option 1, keep doing what you're doing. Option 2, try to figure this out yourself. Option 3, follow the proven system. You're not broken. You never were. You deserve calm, control, confidence. Click the button below to secure your spot. You either get the transformation or your money back.